Hi, I'm American Cream Soda Enthusiast, the loser of 08, and let's get on with the fucking show. Big Blood, the Daughters Union. Daughters Union is a beautiful, freaky little album, and I can't expect anything less from Big Blood. It sounds bombastic, and Colleen Kinsella and Caleb Mulcairn do a wonderful job in this album. Colleen Kinsella is probably, if I had to pick anyone, my favorite female vocalist ever. My biggest beefs with this album is that, the covers on this, though they're not bad, they don't really add much to the album. Flotation Toy Warning, the machine that made us. Some people are going to hark on this album as nothing more than a remnant of the mid-2000s indie blogosphere days, and that should stay back there. But you know what? Fuck those buzzword spouting dickwads. This is one of the most beautiful, psychedelic, indie, whatever the fuck you want to call it, pop albums of this decade. Has a nice summer feel, very melancholic, mellow, melodic, and other M-words. This is a strikingly beautiful album, definitely one of my top picks for album of the year. I'll even say it's better than their first album, Bluffer's Guide, which was released 13 fucking years ago. My biggest beef with this album is that some of the tracks sounded like they were supposed to intertwine and fade in and fade out with each other, so some of the songs kind of have a weird little start to them, in my opinion. Though it doesn't really bother me too much. I listened to this album non-stop for like 2 weeks. I absolutely love this album. Not bad, kind of beautiful. Palm, Shadow Expert. Palm, in a way, kind of reminded me of this sort of modern, lighthearted, diet version of this heat. Though at the same time, you can probably lump them in the cavalcade of the millions of math rock based musicians out there, because there's just so fucking many of these people. Why the fuck is there so much of these fucking math rock bands? But back to Palm, I think this EP is a step down from their 2015 full-length Trading Basics. It's more straightforward and less experimental, which I understand the appeal in that for some folk, but if you've listened to Trading Basics like I have, I feel like there's a lot more potential out there for these guys. I'm not disappointed by this EP. It's not a bad EP by all means, but I feel like they have a lot more in their arsenal. Not bad, kind of beautiful. Jeffrey Cantu Ledesma's on the Echoing Green. Cantu Ledesma is kind of a weird guy for me. Like, I feel like anytime I listen to his stuff, that he's almost there in making an absolutely mind-blowing, beautiful album. And, on here you have some wonderful, lush, warm, almost hypnagogic, like lo-fi, noisy stuff going on. It sounds great. You have this beautiful song, the second track on here, Song of Summer. It's 10 minutes long. It's this shoegaze ambient track. It's so grand. It's absolutely wonderful. And it just sounds so good. But the rest of the album has beautiful moments, but it feels hit or miss. And I can say that line to describe, the rest of his discography. Not bad, really beautiful. Nadja are a prolific duo in the realm of drill metal and shoegaze. And as the album title suggests, it's basically somewhat acoustic covers of some of the best songs that they've done. This is probably something for the fans, and though I completely admire Nadja, I feel like this wasn't really needed. On the other hand, with the acoustic compositions in this, I also feel like if they ever do an original album with original new tracks using this type of instrumentation, you can only do drony shoegaze for so long, then it would probably be an amazing album. If anything, I think this is just them toying around with new possibilities, and if that is the case, then I'm all open for that. Not bad, really beautiful. Boris dear. Boris have been near, and no pun intended, dear to my heart as a band that has helped me explore more into music. They're one of my favorite bands of all time, so of course I have a pretty biased opinion for them. At the end of the day, this is an album filled with nothing but atmospheric, sludgy drones, so basically what you get with a Boris album. Overall, it does feel like a crowd pleaser album, as they want it to be. It is very consistent, dips down a little bit, and you have this wonderful highlight in the second to last track called Dystopia Vanishing Point. Beautiful, wonderful song that is. My big beef with this is that the production could have used a little bit more dirt on it, though by all means it's not bad and it works in places. it just sounds a bit too clean at times, as with a lot of their albums produced after Smile. But for all I can say, it's probably their best one since Smile. But then again, it could be my fanboyism talking. I'm the loser of 08, and I'll see you fuckos next time. Stay frosty, stay alive.